Hi, hello. I'm Marcus. I stay them. What the fuck is going on in fandom spaces? Like, I know the internet has changed, especially after COVID, but it has changed so much. It doesn't make sense. And I'm always complaining about it. Like, I'm one of those people. I must admit, I admit that I know who I am and how I am, and I can admit what kind of person I am. So I was just going off normal about my day, and then I opened TikTok, and there was an edit of a like self-censorship. I don't know from which fandom or what the characters were. I didn't recognize them, but dude, the comments, like, it was a good edit. Actually, I didn't save it or like saw what made it, but it was a good edit. I'm an addict to reading comments, so I opened comments and dude, they were flaming this person, dude. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's just like, why you all people will not have survived under science fandoms in like 2018. Fandom culture is dead, dude. People are flaming rare ships and girl ships. Dude, rare ships were the norm. Dude, I'm a sucker for rare ships. Most of the time, I like way more rare ships than canon ships. I have a lot of problem with canon ships, and I have a lot of problem with a lot of really popular ships. Which reminds me, and you know what? Just because I personally hate the ships, I'm not going out of my way to search for content of said ships just so I could hate on them, because I'm not like that. Right now, I'm stating my opinion on my video from my perspective. I'm not flaming on anyone in particular. I'm just stating a fact. I don't like this. I'm not bringing this up in a safe space for these shippers. And that's the difference between me and a lot of people on TikTok. If you're watching a TikTok with a ship you don't like, you can just scroll, dude. It's that easy. I know it might seem hard to comprehend or something like that, but it's quite simple. And you're not seeing that mid chip anymore. Dude, it's not hard, alright? It's not that deep, alright? So, yeah. One thing is not liking a ship. Other thing is going to these safe spaces for those for people who ship this. Let me reformulate. One thing is not like. One thing is disliking a ship, and another thing is going out of your way to spaces to save spaces from people who do like the ship to hate on it. It's very different. Alright? And it's okay to do one, but it's not okay to do the other. And I trust you people can think to know which is alright and which is not alright. I trust you can think. Yeah, fandom is fucking dead, dude. I can't. And I fucking hate how so many spaces were invaded. What do you mean people are getting freaking cyberbullied because they just posted a rated chip A, dude? It doesn't make sense. I have been chronically online from a young age, dude. When I tell you I was in the United AU's fandom, I'm telling you I was. Alright? Don't get on me, dude. Even now, sometimes I still have TikToks of some series will still pop up from time to time on my For You page, and I still watch them. And you know what? I'll give them that. The fandom has really changed since then. A lot of people have grown up, and it's way better than it was. I can admit that because I was there, and I was in the fandom for a long time. I was there in 2017, I was there in 2019, I was there in 2021, I was there like last year. Dude, I know. I saw these changes, alright? And you're not saying these changes were bad, but it's because for you to join that fandom in the first place, you have to have a very open mind. Sunset is real, dude. And you're gonna be... It's the first thing you're going to see if you go from that people line would do it. And no, I don't want people to get confused. One thing is sexist. This comes from self-cest, which some people are starting to call mirror shipping, and it's actually kind of cute calling it mirror shipping, dude. It's like, yeah, go on, dude. Alright, sexist, self-cest. Alright, it is not incest. It is not. It's not. Not even close. Alright? Do you even know what self-cest is? Seriously? What is the difference between self-cest and incest? You're only related to one. Incest, two things. Incest is bad. Alright? Incest is bad. These are the people who are your family, you are related to them. You grew up with that in mind. You love them as your family. Alright? And so, the power dynamics are right on that. It's bad. Incest is bad. I'm not defending incest. Incest is horrible. All these things are not present in self-exist, because they could be your clone, they could be an alternative version of you, okay, something like that. Are you from another timeline? So they're you, but not really you. Just a person who might resemble you and might have similar experiences, which means that they probably know you better than anyone else did. And even though they're complete strangers, because they might be you, but they're not really you, so you're still strangers. You're not related to them. They're not your family. You see? You didn't grow up with this clone of yours thinking, oh, that's my family, I'm related to that. You didn't form a familiar bond. Okay? So it's not incest. I don't know what you want me to tell you. And so I'm okay with Sunsist. I was actually a big Sunsist fan of the like, and I actually don't know if it is because I'm like in the artist spectrum, but I really prefer when they were just when they presenting ships as in like we're really good friends but we're low-key romantic. Like I always preferred that. So it was really uncomfortable for me. It still is, dude. I know a lot of people are like into freaky stuff, but it's like I actually prefer when they are just silly dudes making silly stuff, or where they're just like being adorable. That's all. That might just be me. That might just be my preference. But yeah, that's how I prefer to see my ships interact. I just like them being domestic together and disgustingly in love. That's all. And as I was saying, returning to the original point of Sunsist. Ever since then, alright, my OTP back then was after it, you know, like Reaper Sans and Geno Sans. Alright. So the thing is that I don't know what the fuck started this, but Reaper was portrayed like a pervert. I'm so for real. And Gino was a tsundere. I'm so for real. And like I could get past behind that representation of Gino, but I could not get past Reaper representations, dude. I can't. I genuinely can't. It's okay to joke about it. It's okay. But people made Raven with a parent his whole personality. I hated it. And I don't know if the trauma response is that bad even to this day. But every time I see just like Reaper normal, or I see anything related to after that, and the two are being freaking soft, and like cute. I'm just thankful, dude. I'm just so thankful. I hate it. You don't have any idea of how much I hate when one ships I really like gets that treatment in the fandom. I hate when people reduce one ship to them being freaky, and that's it. And so you try to find content on them, and it's just them being freaky. Why? I'm not telling you stop because I know that's what makes some people happy. I'm not telling you that's wrong. I'm not. You do you, alright? I don't care. As long as it's not all of that ship's content. That's all I'm asking for. All I'm asking for is variety. That's all I want. I'm not judging. I'm not saying it's wrong or bad or something. I'm not. I'm just saying you can also make content of them being soft and disgustingly in love. That's all. For example, begin Ivan until, which reminds me, I have seen a lot of people pronounce Ivan's name as Ivan. I speak Spanish, so it feels wrong to me to pronounce it as Ivan. So I'm just gonna keep saying Ivan, just so you know. I'm going to refer to Ivan as Ivan, because I think that's how it should be pronounced. Anyways. Dude, that just reminds me. Why are people discussing if it should be Till Ivan or Ivan Till? It doesn't fucking matter, dude! For the record, I'm a Till Ivan enthusiast. I just like the thought of the two together. I just like the thought of Ivan and Till together. Okay? I'm not thinking anything else about it. I just like the thought of these two together in a romantic relationship, and that's all. I don't care what's the top, what's the bottom. I don't care. I just want them to be happy in a relationship when they're in love and they're soft to each other and they trust and love each other. That's all I want. It feels weird seeing people on each other's neck in this Till Ivan Till discourse. It doesn't make sense to me. The only reason I'm a Till Ivan enthusiast is because most of the time I like the interpretation of Ivan better. Most of the time, Till Ivan artists represent the characters better. And that's why I say I'm a Till Ivan enthusiast. Why it is so hard to find Ivan and Till being soft and in love and not freaking. Do you know what it is to open X, search Till Ivan Till, and only being able to find porn? That's not what I'm searching for, dude. I just want to see them in love and imagine them and watch them in silly situations. Where the fuck is Ivantil so sexualized? And I'm not saying there should be that kind of content at all. I'm just asking, why does that content predominate so much? And again, I don't know if I'm the weird one. I don't know if it's because I'm ROS. I don't know. But I don't get it. I don't get it. I always lament when I start liking a ship and just to discover, just to have the heartbreaking discovery that people only ever rather have sex and not in silly scenarios. It's heartbreaking to me. I'm serious. I'm 100% serious. It's okay, dude. It's okay. Keep creating porn. But also, start making them soft, disgustingly in love, and safe for work.